4 tips for giving instructions to a child with ADHD and autism. Hey there, I'm Charlotte with Colorful Teaching for You. Thank you so much for joining me. Before I even start, I want to let you know that we're going to be covering a lot today, so I highly recommend that you check out the link in the description because there is the full episode, so this whole video is there, but also the written form of this because you may want some actual speaking points or some specific tips. So I want you to go check out that so that you actually have everything there for you. Let's get started. So many children with ADHD and autism have a difficult time with listening to instructions and following them because they might not be interested in a topic, they might lose their attention, or they just might be genuinely confused. So it's really important for us to provide clear instructions for our kids so that they can effectively complete a task in a timely manner and actually feel good and confident about themselves. And the reason we do this is because it helps reduce our child's anxiety and feelings of overwhelm or confusion. It will also improve their ability to focus and comprehend the work, and it also helps support them in being independent and with their executive functioning skills. So the following 4 steps that I'm going to outline today is going to help you give them a clear, concise instruction so that your children will be able to follow along with you and actually complete a task that you outline for them. So let's get started. The first one is get attention. Now this may seem simple, like you might be thinking, oh well, it's not that difficult, we just have to get their attention and it's all done. But no, it's not that simple because if a child is distracted by something else, it can be difficult to get their attention. So we're going to look at how to do that right now. The first thing is to minimize distraction. So what we're going to do here is you're either going to, if you've got music playing, turn it all down. If you're in a classroom and you've got children talking, you're going to get their attention so that they all stop talking and they're either focused on a task or on what you have to say. Okay? The second step is if your child is not paying attention, I want you to go and actually call their name and have them look at you, make eye contact with you if possible. Even if they're not making eye contact, they're looking at you before you give instructions. If they're still not paying attention, put your hand on their shoulder and just give them a gentle squeeze so that they know that they need to focus. Because sometimes you might be looking at them, you might be talking, but they're distracted by something else. This will bring their attention back. If you find that they're still not quite there, but they're getting there, I would lower myself down physically, make eye contact with them. Now, some children with ADHD and autism don't like making eye contact, and that's okay. Make sure that you know your kids, so make sure that they are comfortable with that, or at least if they don't like that, you've lowered yourself down and they're looking in your area, but they're engaged with you. Okay. When you talk to them, make sure you use a calm and clear tone, and make sure you're speaking slowly so that they're able to process what you're saying. Give them that time because they need that time. So let them make sure it's clear, and then you can check in with them. The second step is to be specific. So here we're not like most kids with ADHD and autism actually think in a very literal way. So if you're going to be vague about a specific task, they're not going to be able to follow it. For example, you might say clean up your room, or in the classroom, clean up the classroom. Well, that's too vague for them, right? For many of them, unless you've already created a habit for them. If you haven't, you need to be specific about what you want them to do. So it's take your pants and put it in the top drawer in your room. So it's very clear what they need to do. Okay. Same with the classroom. Take these, playing balls that are lying around the room and put them in that basket, and then slide the basket under the table or whatever it is that needs to happen. It's very clear what they need to do. Okay. The third point is to use visuals, because while a child can see you, they can hear you, it's hard to always process because they might get distracted. So if you have a visual there for them, they'll be able to see what you want them to do as well. Now, if your child sometimes kids may not remember what a specific visual is, so make sure with the visual you actually have the word alongside and you're pointing to the visual as you are talking to them. Okay. Now, if you would like some visual representations, I highly recommend, again, checking out the link in the description where it says full episode. Go to step number 3 and click on the image, because it will give you a visual for your day, whether you're at home or in the classroom. I've broken it up into 2 different sections so you can use it interchangeably, okay? Now, the 4th step is to give praise. So here, be patient. Make sure your child understands what you want to do. And once they respond and they follow through, be very specific about your praise as well. Okay, so instead of just saying, good job, well, they may not know what you're saying good job about, because during that time they might have done 2 or 3 different tasks, right? So you want to be specific about what you are praising them about. For example, you did such a good job with painting this butterfly today. I love the colors that you've used. So they know, oh, she's proud of me or he's proud of me because of this butterfly and these colors. Not just the drawing, but the fact that I'd used these colors in my, when I made my butterfly. Does that make sense? So let's recap really quickly what we've talked about. We've looked at the importance of teaching our children to follow instructions, and we've also looked at 4 different ways that we're going to do that. Is number 1, get attention. Number 2, be specific. Number 3, use visuals. And number 4, give praise. All right, thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. In the meantime, remember to create, experience, and teach from the heart. Take care, my friends. Bye.